Well, here we are, southeast Wisconsin. You know, my home area. I'm with my buddy Justin Kohn. You don't live too far from here either. Actually guides around here quite often. And it's fall. It's cooled down a lot. Both of us probably wish we were either, you know, hunting some honkers somewhere, or, you know, duck season's right around the corner. But we're gonna go walleye fishing today. It's been a cool down, not sure what, you know, is going on out here. Just pick one of our favorite lakes, and we're gonna go out there and try to break it down. And there's probably a few things we might do that won't work, but I'm sure we're gonna figure something out. And one thing about fall fishing, when you figure something out, there's generally a lot of fish. And this lake has some pretty good class of fish in it. So I'm going out with fellow fish wolf Justin here, my buddy. I think with two of us in the boat, we can figure something out and show you the next bite.
Just looking for the next bite, next bite, next bite, next bite. Just looking for the next bite. It's the
In Wisconsin, after the lakes turn over in the fall, the walleye bite has potential of being the best of the year. Walleyes are putting on weight to help them get through the long winter months where they will be more lethargic.
Is there anyone in particular, Justin?
3 of that color.
Really?
A common place to find walleye in the fall is current areas because there are some systems that hold bait that have a fall spawning period. But all lakes are not created equal, and there are some different places you may find them during the fall.
Here we are out here today in southern Wisconsin fishing one of the small inland lakes. It's actually October 1st today. It's been relatively cool this whole week, and the lows have been in the 30s and even 40 degrees at night, so the water temperature is dropping really fast. And either one of two things happen. Either you have some fish that move in shallow, there's a lot of frogs and amphibians that are moving back into the water to hibernate for the year, they feed on those, but the majority of the ecosystem is heading for the deeper, more stable temperature-wise water. And that's where we are. We're out here in the deep basin, you know, trolling this, basically a bowl in this small body of water here. There's a lot of perch and small bluegills that are in schools out here, and that's what these fish are targeting. Our job today is to find these fish over these expansive flats. But one thing is for sure, in the fall, the fish are biting, and when you catch them, they're usually generally really fat and big. Looks like a good one.
Heavy. Yeah, it's getting heavy.
Slow down, you think?
Yeah, maybe just bump it down a little bit.
11 feet.
You got the board?
Yep. Oh yeah, there's some weight there. There you go. How far back?
I'm gaining. It's heavy, but I'm gaining. We got about 20 feet yet.
Is that one of those 40s or 50s or?
I had it about 50 feet. Oh, it's getting heavy. There you go, get him. Oh yeah, oh, you got him. Awesome. Man,
that's a nice fish there.
What a beauty.
Oh, he wasn't getting off by the looks of it.
He choked it.
Grab pliers for me there.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he ate it well. Man, what a nice fish.
I mean, a little beat up this one is, but
yeah.
I'm sure some of these fish, I mean, this one's got a lot bigger head than a lot of fish I've seen in this lake here. But once again, I mean, we're on a small inland lake here in Wisconsin. Obviously, you fish a lot of them guiding, but there is great fish to be had, especially fall time frame. These big fish start showing up in the middle of the basins. You know, it just seems like a lot of the food. We're seeing it on the graph. A lot of that food pulls out of the shallows this time of year, heads for deeper water. These walleyes are there right with them.
Very healthy lake.
Great inland fish for Wisconsin,
yeah,
though.
Very nice.
Let's get her back. Let's get this one back.
Toad.
That's a good one there.
The next bite is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly. Tracker boats. Fish the finest. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Berkeley. Catch more fish. And Power Pole. Total boat control. Closed captioning for the next bite is provided by Precision Trolling Data, the authority for crankbait diving depth information. Maintaining a tournament mentality during a normal day on the water with a close friend is not an easy task.
That one's the shape of Korey.
During tournaments, Korey is always looking for ways to increase his chances of getting fish to the net. That same thought process for tournaments, Korey applies to every day he goes fishing. Every aspect of Korey's setup is thought through down to every last detail, including his fishing line.
One thing I like to do when it comes to a rod and reel combination that's a little bit different than some people is the line choice that I choose. I actually go with a 14-pound Trilene XL, and the reason for that is a 14-pound Trilene XL, or the XL line in general, is a stretchier, softer, more supple line. And one thing about it being softer in that stretch is it's a good thing, especially when it comes to cool water bites or big fish. You want that big rubber band effect. In the situation today, these fish are biting very soft. You know, the boards aren't moving much, but what it's also doing is that stretchy line is obviously letting those fish hang on a little bit longer before we have a chance to notice those boards move. And it's another thing, once that fish is hooked up, we have a big rubber band effect. You know, we're gonna have a lot of line stretch, can help cushion it. I do a little bit different. I run a shorter rod, and once again, helps me with that. But the key with the 14-pound XL, and the reason why I choose the 14-pound is it has the same line diameter as 10-pound Trilene XD, which all the trolling dive charts are made off of. And so it keeps the dive charts the same. I can still reference those, but it gives me a lot more characteristics that I like, and stretch is a big thing when big waves, big fish, and having that rubber band effect. 10 feet of water, 60 back on a flicker shed, it's got to be right about there.
Yeah, just off the bottom, you can see them. What do we have here?
It's at 10. It's kind of coming under the boat here.
Yeah, acting right.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice, nice.
A little bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Well,
Yeah, man, I didn't think this fish was going to be that big. It came in, it just kept running and stopping. There you go.
nice.
Yeah. A nice healthy fish.
Yeah.
Just really pale here, you know, with that dirty water. I mean, you can see, what, 8-10 inches or so maybe?
Yeah, maybe a foot of visibility at the most.
Well, that's what makes these fish really pale. But, I mean, look at the fins on these fish. I mean, this is what, you know, a 20, 21-inch fish here or so, but...
For dirty water, they sure are healthy, though. They
Yeah.
must be finding plenty of food.
Yeah, I mean, that was on a slow turn. You know, we're coming around, we slowed the boat down a little bit. On the inside turn, got that bite, so maybe we need to slow things down.
Maybe that means something.
Yeah. Let's get her back.
Sweet.
Total Control, presented by Power Pole. 20 years of trust evolved from Total Boat Control.
A year ago, or at the beginning of the season, I put a power pole charge unit in my boat. This situation here just astounded me. This is the third day in a row that I'm trolling and I haven't charged my trolling motor batteries. And the way that I troll is I put my trolling motor down, I put it in constant gear, and that's what I steer with. I set the kicker up to be a constant speed, and it's pretty well fixed. So I'm doing all of my additional speed control and steering with the trolling motor. So that prop is turning nonstop, and it's all because of the power pole charge. As you can see on the app, there's enough amperage coming out of my kicker where it's actually going right to my charge unit, and the charge unit is kicking a charge to my trolling motor batteries. So my kicker, just by running, is charging my trolling motor batteries, and like I said, I'm going on the third day. You can see the power is being shifted to the charge unit and then down to the 3 trolling motor batteries. So to me, that's amazing. I will never rig another boat without a power pole charge unit. It's just a phenomenal tool when you set your boat up.
It's It's no secret that walleyes are extremely picky when it comes to colors. In the past, we have covered many different scenarios where color plays a huge factor in how many walleyes are caught throughout the day. Things like sunny days on clear water, try a natural color bait, or if there is a ton of natural forage in the system, try something bright that majority contrasts the natural forage. There are many different ways to approach your color choice, but one thing always rings true. Let the fish tell you what they want to bite on any given day.
Yeah?
Think you want to go the other side again?
Yep. It's a heavy fish.
Slow us down, you think?
Yeah. Like I just got a lot of weight. I haven't felt, oh, there he is. The heavy one, Corey. We got 35 feet yet.
All right.
I'm gaining. 21. Oh, he's getting heavy. He's getting real heavy.
You getting close?
He's getting close. 10 feet. Just about up right there. Oh, nice.
That's a nice one there. Ah, just thick fish.
What a beaut.
Want to grab me a player's, Justin?
Wow, he ate it.
I think we found a color they like.
Yeah. Kind of started out a little perchy.
All right.
Beauty.
That's a nice fish there. Just once again, like, it's fall time frame. You could obviously tell these fish are eating well. And but obviously a little bit different color than a lot of times we're used to. You know,
Yeah.
that dirty stained water. Pretty pale fish, but
Yeah,
you know,
usually you see that gold and dark color, and
yep.
you know, this lake is different.
I mean, just healthy fish, small heads means they're younger,
Yeah.
but obviously plenty of food in here. What we're seeing on the electronics, it all makes
Their
sense.
stomachs are very full.
Let's get her back.
So we're out here on a small body of water. The water is really dirty. It's got a lot of green algae. Visibility is very low. So we chose flicker shads. Flicker shads have a nice rattle. They can call up the fish in the dirty water. They have the same shape as a lot of the forage that's in this lake. There's a lot of perch, a lot of bluegill, a lot of different panfish in this lake that flicker shad do a really good job of matching. So we started out with a variety of colors. We got natural gold, natural perch, and fire tiger, which is enhanced perch. It's just a bright perch color. Another thing to figure out in the fall is what speed do they want it. So being a small lake, you're turning, following contours. So some of the fish come on the fast side, some of the fish can come on the slow side as you're turning and following the contours. Let the fish tell you what speed they want the flicker shad. Got some weight there, huh?
Yeah, just the right flavor.
Looks like a heavy one. You want me to move some of these lines, just let me know.
Yeah, if you just clear that, probably clear that inside one maybe. Yeah, it's a good one here.
Yeah, we'll be better safe than sorry.
We're at 40, Justin.
Looks like a heavy fish, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I hope this is the right one. Ready? It's gotta be right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
That's a chunk there.
That's a good one. Beautiful fish.
Get him off here.
Solid.
Yeah, we're seeing all that bait on the screen there. There's just lake is just full of young of the year perch and bluegills. Look how small the head is on that fish compared to his body.
What a healthy fish.
But like I said, there's so much food in here. These fish are just out here roaming around chasing those balls of bait we've been seeing. But you can tell by look at that fish, they've been eating a lot.
Yeah, super solid fish.
But
They don't have to eat much.
no, let's get this girl back.
Perchy.
Oh, let's get this girl back. Later.
The next bite is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly. Tracker boats, fish the finest. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, your adventure starts here. Berkeley, catch more fish. Lowrance, find, navigate, dominate. Precision trolling data, the authority in diving depth info. Strike King, a legacy of domination for 50 years. And Power Pole, total boat control. Topics, leading information, and tackle and techniques to make you a better angler. Presented by Mercury.
For many years, walleye anglers have associated the Walleye Angler Signature Series lineup of rods from Bass Pro as being a great option no matter what technique you're using to catch walleyes. And as things have progressed, this is actually the new version of everything here, and this is the Prodigy Walleye series from Bass Pro. We added some actions into this series that we felt like we were missing. And that action in the spinning series is a medium extra fast action. And extra fast basically means that you're just gonna add some to the backbone of the rod, but have a very, very quick tip. So what you'll actually see with this rod is you can see how much backbone is in it. And this is the 6'6" in a medium extra fast action. So that extra fast action is gonna allow you to fish further away from the boat and still have a lot of power into your hook sets when you get them on. So when you're looking at the whole lineup of rods, you can get that action in a 6'3" and a 6'6". With that being said, we have all the past actions available as well. Check out the lineup. I think if you've been a fan of that Walleye Angler series for a long time, you're really gonna appreciate some of the new options and how light and great and comfortable and sensitive that these new Prodigy Walleye rods truly are.
Once you develop a pattern for walleyes, everything becomes more simple, but one thing that has to be maintained throughout the day is boat control. This can prove difficult when dealing with wind and waves.
Fatty. We were talking about all the food that you were seeing on the...
We're also talking about all the weeds that we have to deal with sometimes too, but I mean, that is an awesome fish there.
Adding the factor of having to try and follow shorelines or contours on a small lake, and it can become that much more difficult.
No matter where we are, if it's a big body of water or if it's even a small body of water like we're out here today, when I pull crankbaits, I like to use two things to control my boat. I like to use my bow mount in the front for steering, and I like to push with my kicker motor. And what I like to do generally is usually set the speed of my kicker engine to roughly what I want to go. If it's 1.6, I generally maybe will go a tenth or two less than that. And the reason for that is I generally have my bow mount running at just under half throttle to conserve some battery life. But what I like to do is just say just under, because I can always speed up my bow mount a little bit to pick up a couple tenths or slow it down a little bit to drop a few tenths. But on small bodies of water like this, you're constantly turning. And instead of taking short passes, I can turn into the wind or parallel a wind against the shoreline very easy with controlling my bow. It's very easy to steer with your bow. It's a lot harder to steer with your transom. And so that's why I always like to steer with my bow mount trolling motor, is because I can keep my lines in the water running longer, and I can keep my boat trolling nice and straight and evenly the whole time. Oh, right here, Justin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is a good one. It's always nice when you slow the boat down with the kicker. At least the bow mount keeps the boat going straight, going straight into the wind.
Especially
like
going
this.
into the waves like this, yeah.
Drown them if you don't have to.
Right.
All right, ready?
Yep, I'll get it.
$57 yet.
What's that?
57.
All right.
This is gonna be a nice one here. 9. Gotta be right there.
Huh? Got him. Nice.
That's a good one there. Yeah.
Oh, what a nice fish.
Here, grab your pliers here.
Yeah.
All right.
Got it. Man, what a healthy fish. Yeah, what a beaut. These are just a nice average.
Definitely starting to figure out a little bit of a pattern here. I mean, it seems like fire tiger or anything perch is what we've caught every fish on. And it's just one of those things where, you know, you guide walleyes almost every day or, you know, some sort. Walleyes can be so particular on colors and it changes throughout the day. And it's just one of those things that it doesn't matter any body of water you go to, you better not go all in on the color it was yesterday because it might not be the same today.
Yeah, they seem aggressive enough where they want the rattle and they want that bright color.
Yep. It does seem like they're picking up the speed a little bit too, and it seems to be helping.
Yeah,
so.
yep.
But, all right, let's get that girl back.
On the fast side, but we definitely put together. I can't do that because I'm stamping it again. We definitely put together. Oh, that's good. I'd rather do this.
It is still the next bite. Did you get something on there?
Yeah, there's a fish on there.
It's coming up high.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. We got into some coontail. It's exactly what a walleye feels like, a big clump of coontail. Yeah, what a beaut.
But once again, I mean,
beauty.
That's a nice fish there. Just once again, like I said, there's so much food in here. Look how small the head is on that fish compared to his body. I mean, just healthy fish, small heads means they're younger, but obviously plenty of food in here. A little beat up this one is, but I'm sure some of these fish, I mean, this one's got a lot bigger head than a lot of fish I've seen in this lake here.
That one's the shape of Korey.
The Next Bite would like to thank the GRANDSTAY Hotel and Suites in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. The GRANDSTAY Hotel and Suites is located in a convenient location near the highway and great restaurants, making it a great place for your next fishing trip. Stay a short drive from your fishing location and don't worry about your meal when you get off the water at the end of the day. For more information on the GRANDSTAY Hotel and Suites, please call 920-356-9000.